Sunday, happy Sunday, everybody. We are doing this Friday, but for those of you watching on Sunday, I hope it's been a pleasurable weekend for you and that you enjoy Sunday afternoon racing from home or wherever it is that you may be. Well, we've got 8 races. We're out at Scottsville, Hollywood Bet Scottsville, and talk about the 8-race program. Gary John Citron is on the line with me. Haven't spoken to him in a while, but he'll give us some sort of guidance as to what he thinks we should be doing throughout the card. Just an update from Betway's perspective. I can tell you there are some first timers in the race, a couple unraced. Mike Miller's got quite a few of them, and it gives chances to most of them. 2 Holds the Key is the favourite at 17-10 on Friday, and number 3 Siesta Sunset is at 33-10 as the second favourite. Then you've got Com Naidu's Baby, who's priced up as the 5 horse. That's War of Dynamite. That's been priced up third choice at 9-2. And Michael Roberts has got a first timer in here in Black Forest, whom, from the Computer Forms comments perspective, does seem to give it a bit of a chance. Priced up at 9-2 as well. So, yeah, baby race, Gary John. Obviously, those will blitz away over the 800 metres. It's that time of the year again. Good morning, and what do you know?
Morning, Claude. Good to have you back on the. Good to be working with you again. Yes, in the first place, I had to lean towards Miller's horse, Hold the Key. I know this is a very pacey individual, and the race is only 800 meters, so the race could be won at the gate. I did also hear about number 5, War of Dynamite, putting up some good work. Have to also respect that Gavin's on it. And Mace Roberts' horse is also a very nice horse, Black Frost, with Rachel. So I would watch them go down, see the movement in the betting. But right now, I'll be leaning towards number 2, Hold the Key.
Number 2, Holds the Key. This is the bipot from Gary Johnny going Holds the Key, the 5, War of Dynamite, and the 6, Black Forest. By Banker 9, by 125, Banker 1, then 3 and 10, and 9 and 15 at the back of this bipot. The first race on Sunday runs at 12:40. All right, we're back now with you. Welcome back, everybody, to Betway's Weights to Win. We're going to have a look at a maiden class field now, and this is run over 1,400 metres on the Scottsville track. Just to give you an idea as to what we're looking at this point in time on Friday, there are 11 of them that are lining up. The market's got El Capitan, number 9 on the card, as a favourite, priced up 15-10 on Friday. Second choice, number 2, Captainship, MJ Odendahl's runner at 17-10, second choice. And Tony Riverland's got number 8, Magma Magic, who's priced up at 4-1. You can get 10-1 and better, bar those that I've just mentioned. Gary John, maybe you can talk us through the race and tell us what you think about the running of the second race of the 14. Is it a 2-horse race or are there more?
Claude, in the second race, I made my best bet, El Capitan. I'm not convinced on number 2, Captainship. I do know there was a winner out that form line the other day. Grand Appeal came out to win, and there's been a horse, Golden Glow, that came out to run third. I'm still not convinced. I feel this was a very weak maiden field, and going back to its last run to Lions Eye, there hasn't been any winners out of there. I'm not convinced. Just speaking on El Capitan, my best bet for the day. I think its first run in Durban was a great run. It's been gelded. I mean, View of the World did come out to win again out of that, and then ran behind Artist Model, 5.6 lengths, and 2.7 lengths, Johnny the Thief. We know Artist Model's going for the Dingards. And in that field, the Octagon came out to win in Joburg, and National Award also. And going back to its previous Cape Town form, when it ran in a winner's race to Talk to the Star, there were good horses in there. I mean, Talk to the Master, good horses in there, Miss World, Really Cool. There's a few really nice sorts in here. I really like this horse, El Capitan, especially the drop to the 1,400, and it's got Gavin on. I think this is the best bet on the card. And if you want to look for some value, take a double later into Gladiatorian. It'll be 5-1.
El Capitan, Friday is priced up 15-10. There's Gary John's PA recommending perhaps a look at that perm. And for those fixed odds punters out there, maybe take the double. El Capitan into Gladiatorian in the fourth race, who's priced up 14-10 at this point in time. Okay, maybe we can get a pick 6. We'll get some guidance in a moment. This is online form guide, and it's over 1,600 metres, a maiden class field, fillies and mares. Let's take a look at them. There are 10 of them that have lined up or will line up, hopefully, come Sunday afternoon. The early market got Betway top of the boards at 16-10 favourite. That also is Art Nouveau for the Michael Miller stable. Second choice is number 10, Fate to Creed. That's priced up at 4-1 on Friday. And then you've also got number 7, Yellow Jacket, who's priced up at 5-1. It's 8-1 and better about the others. Okay, let's talk about Art Nouveau. You can give me some sort of idea, Gary John, what you make of it. And are you of the opinion that on current form, this also seems to be holding really well, that perhaps the Sunday's the day?
Claude, yes, I do agree with that. I have banked it in my PA, in my bar pots. I've put 3 horses, and in my pick 6, I've loaded. I do believe this horse, Art Nouveau, will be in the top 3. It has a lot of horses held in this field. I'm not too convinced on how much it's improved. I do have a few question marks, but like I said, I do think it will be in the top 3. Number 1, Our Lady Fate. I really like its form line. I like its run to Hodgepodge. I do give it a massive chance in this field. And also number 3, Run for Peace. It is held. Expect improvement from it. And number 5, Lady My Lady. I do also believe this has to go into your pick 6. And Yellow Jacket. I find this race very hard to dissect and put my head down on one horse. So in this race, yeah, maybe Boxer, Quartet, 5, 6 horses, maybe Art Nouveau runs second and third, and you get a rough result in first.
Okay, thank you for that. There's a comment in the computer from about Lady My Lady. He hasn't run for a while, but Andre Nell does say working well and got a quartet chance. So Gary John going 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 in the first leg of the pick 6, banker 1 in the next race, and then 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 4, 9, 15, 17 by 1 and 2, and at the back 1, 2, 4, 5 and 9. Okay, this is a Pinnacle Stakes, and we watch the weights, see how they rated. Well, Gladiatorian, although it's got 62 kilos to carry on its back, is still the best weighted horse in the race. And Stewie Ferry did his very best with his horse, and Sean Veal, Tristan Goddard, they came to Johannesburg to give it a go. They ran to Back in Business. They ran close enough to Winchester Mansion. Very brave performances, one's got to say. And Gary John, I don't foresee any issue. I mean, I see it's going over the 1750, but I can't imagine that being any sort of problem for Gladiatorian, who on Friday was priced up by Betway at 14-10.
Claude, I have to agree with you. I think this horse is going to absolutely love the 1750 in my eyes. Just on its last run, draw 13 out of 16 at Turffontein. It was 13 lengths back at the 800 to just get to run a second 0.75 to Winchester Mansion. This form line's way better than this field in my eyes. Like I said, people might find a question mark to the distance, but if you look how this horse has been running on, the 1750 should be no problem in my eyes. If you are looking for a trifecta horse for second and third, I think Celtic Beauty. I know the stable think a lot about this filly. She's absolutely tops. And her run to see it again, 1.9 lengths, absolute great run. A real victory was in there. So I think this should be the clear second choice, if not danger. But I'm in full force Gladiatorian. I'm banking it in everything. I think have a bet. It's worth it at this price. I think on race day, it's going to be about 6, 7 to 10.
Excellent. Okay, there we go. Jackpots. Banker the one. The rest of the numbers on your screen for you to make a note of or just scan away. Let's get jackpots on with Gladiatorian to start the pot. Okay, let's get on to a handicap now. Fillies and mares. The race run over 1,000 metres. I run them up the straight. There are 10 of them. Market-wise, that'll give us some sort of guidance as to where do we stand in the race. And top of the boards is that of the Paul Gatsby runner. That was Vision to Achieve, but it's a weak favourite, as in 4-1. They bet 4-1 the whole field. Michael Roberts has got Russian Doll at 4-1, but I've got to tell you that stable has really been firing out KwaZulu-Natal way. Number 9, Convocations, the next choice at 9-2. 10, Captain's Christie's priced up at 5-1. 6-1 about number 4, Tara Star on the Friday, with 48 hours to go when we're doing the show. And then you can get thereafter, I think it's about 8-1 and better the others. Not an easy race, this, Gary John. Must be tough.
Clyde, yes, this is a bit of an open race, a little bit hard to dissect. I was leaning towards number 3, Russian Doll, but then again, I think Rachel might have had a choice there unless they wanted to take the weight off Russian Doll. But my first selection here will be Captain's Christie. Ultra consistent. They also took it up to Joburg, ran a great race to R-Star, and it's also just behind Russian Doll. So I think this horse, Captain's Christie, should be in the top 3 today in my eyes in this field. But once again, I can make a case for a few horses. I can make a case for Sign of Fate. I think his form line is really good. Hot Pearl, Peyton's there, and also Convocation. So I did battle to dissect it, but my first choice would definitely be slightly towards number 10, Captain's Christie.
Okay, so the first half of the second jackpot does appear to be a little tough, but does look like it's going to get easier the second half. That perm cost 48 Rand. Okay, you're back with us. Good. Nice to have you back. All well your side. Let's take a look at the market for this week. William Robertson's top of the boards. Interesting candidate. A lovely horse. Lots of ability. We know all about him. 14-10 for the Cornet Spice stable. They've done this before. They've raided and won. And Trent Mayhew is going to be taking some of the weight off this fella, William Robertson. Second choice is number 9, Quasi for Sure, who's priced up at 4-1. Then you've got 4th, Strathclyde, who's been in form, 10-1 bar the 2. Those runners, Quasi for Sure and William Robertson, 10-1 about Strathclyde. And I see Sun Blush, they've priced up at 10-1 as well. You can get 13 or 14-1 and better about the balance. Okay, Gary John, interesting because we know how good William Robertson is, and we also know how good Quasi for Sure can be on the day.
Yes, Clyde. I've gone with 3 horses, and I put the scratching in on purpose here because I do feel William Robertson is going to end up tote favourite, and it has to be your first choice. You look at the likes of what it's run behind, 1.2 lengths stars, beat Lucky Lad, and then going back to its last 3 runs at Scottsville, 0.9 lengths Captain Bombshell, and then 2 wins. 1.8 Good Traveller, 2.5 Bowie. So on that form, the horse loves it here. It's also Trent taking the weight off it. He knows the horse. He's also been right. The horse seems to respond to him. So I do like William Robinson. My second choice will be Quasi for Sure. You have to respect it. I was really impressed when it came off a rest and won at Greybull over the 1200 from draw 12. Where it beat Mexican Pete by 2.2 lengths. I do know Mexican Pete is also fancy tomorrow, or in the Summer Cup. So you've got to respect it the way it won. And my third choice, Strathclyde, Ultra Game. I think the 12. I think this is a better 1200 meter horse. Shows lots of pace. So I've opted for the trifecta box here, 4, 9, and 15. If you want to go one step further, maybe a quartet and triple float those 3 horses with the field. Try catch both of them. Maybe they run first, second, third. You never know. But my first choice here has to be William Robinson. Second, Quasi for Sure, and third, Strathclyde.
Okay, thank you for that, Gary John. That's the play for this race to come. There's the recommended box trifecta. All right, so Bevy's Delight in here, top of the board for the Peter Muscat stable, and Gavin Larena going to be riding her. She's been in pretty solid form. Her last couple of starts, she's been in the money and right up there, and she's got to have a serious claim in a race of this nature, I would imagine. Okay, well, let's talk about the market. I'll bring you up to speed with the latest from Betway side. Remember, this is Friday that we're doing the show, and Betway got Bevy's Delight at 22-10 favourite. Probably going to shorten. I'll ask Gary John about that in a moment. Warrior Royale for Michael Miller, 4-1 second favourite. Then you've got that also of Dennis Bosch's Perilla, who's priced up at 9-2, and also 9-2 about Cornet Spice. They're there with Hikomi Boki. And then you can get 5-1 and better about the others. You think Bevy's Delight going to shorten, Gary John?
Clyde, yes, I definitely have to agree. I definitely think the money will come for it. Also, people that go and watch its last run, it was a bit unlucky. I think it should have definitely won the race. It also ran behind a nice short Sharpolia, and also having Gavin on it. Gavin's strike rate at the moment is very good. And so the money definitely has to come for it, in my opinion. And I also think the money will come for Warrior Royale. I think both these horses will shorten in the betting. And I do have a lot of respect for Warrior Royale. It's been ultra impressive in its last 2 wins. I also like the drop back to the 1400. And then also just knowing that it does have Perilla hold with the line horse of Gorgeous Girl, where Warrior Royale did beat Gorgeous Girl by 3.7 lengths, and Perilla has run behind Gorgeous Girl. I've opted for a trifecta here. It will cost you R4. It's 1 and 2 by 125 by 125. I think you'll get about average a minimum of 3 times your money. If you get a bit of a result there with the 2 winning and maybe the 1 running third, it could pay a lot more and you could average a bit more. But I think this is a solid trifecta. We should catch it.
Okay, let's take a look at the handicap. Baby's Delight's carrying 59. Warrior Royale is going to be carrying 52.5, 53 or thereabouts. And Gary John recommending that those 2 are likely to fight it out. Okay, the last race on Sunday. I hope it's been a good one for everybody. As we go into a brand new week very soon, a good weekend that you've all had in Restville. I take it you enjoyed family time. 22-10, top of the boards on Friday for Dean Cannemeyer, Sean Veal. They teaming up here with number 6, Lucrative. That's the early favourite. Second choice is 2, Pour Some Sugar on Me, who's priced up at 28-10 as the second favourite. Then you've got number 4, Beautiful Rania. Third choice Friday, priced up 3-1. 6-1 and better about the balance. So let's go straight to Gary John and pick his brain about this particular event, the last race on the card. How do you recommend we get some of the money here, Gary John?
Claude, my first choice in this race has to be Beautiful Rania. You guys must do yourself a favor. Go watch the replay of its last run. I watched it and I also remember the race. This horse clipped heels very badly and also stumbled. Muzi nearly pulled the horse out the race in the replay, and it still came back to run second in that run. So I thought definitely my first choice. I couldn't believe it still ran second after all of that. I do know the winner did win well, but Beautiful Rania was unlucky, and the winner never did much after that. But just on that run and going on the weakness of the field, I think Beautiful Rania is the horse to beat. I do have some value selections. Sunshine Day, I like its run to Russian Doll and Chasing Happiness in Joburg. Can definitely pop up in my eyes. Also, Lilybell, Perform Line, I think is also dropping in class, must have a chance. And then Rania of Jansi. I feel the 1400 is going to be better for this horse. I do know Nelly Malva hasn't held, but on the poly. So I'm expecting improvement. One standout run to me is 2.7 lengths Pineapple Mint Green in Cape Town. So I think those 4 horses in the exacta costing you 12 rand, it can pay money because there's some of the horses are bottom of the board.
Okay, well, Sunshine Day, Beautiful Rania and Rania of Jansi, those that you've mentioned, all on their way down in the rating. So that'll bring them into this handicap with more competitive chances. 1-4-5-9 is what Gary John recommends in the last. That is certainly from an exacta perspective. Let's get some of that on. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate your time watching Betway's Waiter to Win.